Hey everyone, what's up? It is me again, under a new channel. I have officially moved. If you're watching this video, you probably saw the link from my previous video that I uploaded on my old channel, and now you're watching this on my new channel. So you're probably wondering, what the heck's going on? Why have you moved? What's the whole deal? And what's with the new name? I'll get to that in a moment. This is honestly something that I probably should have done a long time ago, but just after what's happened today, it makes sense to make this move. As you all know, 11 years ago today, I launched my original YouTube channel. That's right. 11 years ago today, June 14th, 2009, CasimusPrime was born. I was a young 14-year-old in middle school who had just bought a $30 webcam at Office Depot, and I wanted to get my foot in the YouTube door. And you may remember that a lot of my old videos flat out sucked. And they've gotten better in quality over the years, at least in terms of camera quality. But I'm back now on a new channel that I now fully own. The reason why I should have done this sooner is because sort of an internal affair. The email address that I made my old account on, when I created my old channel back in 2009, I did not own that email address. It belongs to someone else in my family who lives in my house, and they use that email for other things. In fact, today we are signing up for YouTube TV, and they need that email address for their Google account so that way they can be the primary person on the account. So I should have signed up for that a long time ago. When I first created my channel back in 2009, using that email address, YouTube wasn't owned by Google, nor did YouTube TV exist, so I didn't think this would be an issue. But with the recent advent of YouTube TV and one of our Google products that we have in our house, we really needed to split up. So I'm not taking anything down from my old channel. Everything is going to stay up. But anything new I create is going to be uploaded here. So if you were subscribed to my old channel at CasimusPrime, you're going to want to subscribe to this one here at Nerd Nights. And you don't want to miss a video, so I would appreciate it if you subscribed and also rung the bell, so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. As for what I plan to upload, I'm still trying to figure that out. I mean, I'm not done yet. I've had several people tell me that I should keep staying here on YouTube with my reviews or my voice acting impressions that people like to watch. And honestly, I would like to keep doing that. I have to really learn more voices for entertainment purposes, but I do want to keep going. I just want to get some feedback from you guys on what you guys want me to do impressions of. But I want to keep this channel going. You know, do what I did in the past, but just, you know, when I have full control and ownership of. And now I will address something that the big elephant in the room, which is the username. Nerd Night. You guys have known me for years as CasimusPrime. That's sort of been my calling card. But within the last few years, that name has created a little bit of confusion, maybe misleading, misunderstanding, miscommunication, whatever term you want to use. Because, as you know, I still work at my job at a grocery store. I've been there for 7.5 years next month. And something that my customers tell me a lot is that I should put my impressions on YouTube. And I want to. But when I tell them the name CasimusPrime, that's a bit of a mouthful for them. You know, it's a weird name, they don't know how it's spelled. So, within the last few years, I've begun to shift away from fandom-themed names. I mean, yes, I know CasimusPrime is my calling card, that's my trademark. That's the name that I'm sort of known for. I mean, that's what everyone from high school still calls me. But I needed to move on from that name. I mean, yes, I still like that name, but I needed to move on to something more individual and unique. That reflects my personality, but still, you know, something I can easily tell people when they ask me, like, oh, you're on YouTube, what's your profile name? I can tell them what it is. So I've done some evaluating over the last few years of what I thought would make a good name, and it started in increments, and even then, not all of my social media have made the adjustments. My Twitter and my DeviantArt are still under my old name, and I don't think I'll be able to change my DeviantArt because I don't have a core membership, so I can't change my username. But that's okay, because a lot of people on there know me as CasimusPrime. But for the others, you know, I just really needed to get away from that name. I mean, you may remember when I first launched my channel back in 2009, yes, that name made sense. I was a 14-year-old kid. I really liked Transformers. I mean, my reviews were of Transformer toy reviews, and I wore that Optimus Prime t-shirt in pretty much almost all my videos. So, yeah, it made sense. A Transformers fan, a Transformers channel name. But I'm sort of beyond that now, you know? I'm not really as big of a Transformers fan as I was 10 years ago. I mean, I've recently gotten rid of most of my collection. In fact, all I really have left is, if I can pan my laptop down, all I really have is that Optimus Prime from Revenge of the Fallen, Soundwave, and whatever I got in my drawers. That's all I got left. The rest of my collection is either still in storage or it's gone. I don't have it anymore. So that's sort of a part of my life that I've sort of moved on from. I mean, do I still like Transformers? Yes. Is it my main fandom? No. You know, some other big things have come along in the past several years. I've taken over that spot as my primary fandom. So I needed to reflect those changes. And the name was one of them. I started primarily with my Instagram. You know, because with Instagram, it's one of those places where you can change your username, and you can change it back as long as no one else has that name you taken. I did the same thing when I was in Pokemon Go. Although with Pokemon Go and Instagram, I use my Instagram name, which is Knight of Nerdum. So you're probably wondering, why did I choose this name, Nerd Knight, to be specific? My watch will stop dinging. I will explain. Like I said, within the last few years, I changed my Instagram name. I decided to kind of get away from fandom names, because I've had some weird ones over the years. I had, like I had a lot of Game of Thrones ones. Like I had Lord Casey of House Stark, Sir Casey of House Targaryen, King Casey on the Iron Throne, just like a lot of fandom-themed names. Browncoat Rebel. So I needed to lean away from that. I wanted something that was more individual and unique. That's something that reflects me as a geek, but also will get my name out there. So, when I created an OC that I have for a fandom, which I'm not going to mention because I don't really want that to be a big part of this channel, but when I created it, I just basically combined words I liked the sound of. And I wanted to do basically the same thing again for this. But for those of you who may or may not know, earlier this year I did get a Nintendo Switch, finally. I'm back on the Nintendo bandwagon. And I needed to come up with a username that was like 10 characters or less. CasimusPrime is 2 characters too long, I think. Yeah, 2 characters too long, because this is an esports jersey I'm wearing. This one barely has enough room for CasimusPrime on the back, so I needed something shorter. And also it's easy to pronounce, because CasimusPrime, like I said, no one's going to know how to spell that. So I broke it down. I took my Instagram name and my Pokemon Go name, which is Knight of Nerdum, and I reworded it into Nerd Knight. And I'll probably be making that change to my Twitter at some point as well. That's the only other profile I have that still has the CasimusPrime name. Actually, it's CasimusP because CasimusPrime was too long. But I will be changing that. So, that's my new name going forward, Nerd Knight. It will take some time to adjust saying it in the intro, because I've said the same thing for the last 11 years, but I will adjust. In terms of what I will upload, I know a lot of people just want me to upload my impressions. Any new impressions videos I make going forward will be uploaded on this channel. I would like some feedback. Like if you follow me on DeviantArt or Twitter, I will be posting polls of what you guys want me to upload in terms of impressions, like what you want me to do, like which shows and TV shows, movies. I can't really do video games because I'm not that knowledgeable of video game characters in terms of dialogue, but I will do what I can. And for the most part, I will do kind of the same thing I did on my own channel. I will do unboxings, I will do reviews if I feel it necessary, taste tests, vlogs, whatever I feel like sharing in video form, I will upload to here on YouTube and my other social media like my Twitter, my Instagram, probably not my Facebook, but probably my Twitter and my Instagram. I will also share it with you guys. But this is definitely a big new chapter of my life. You know, it's going to take some adjusting to get everything from my old channel, like the subscribers I follow, to this one, my favorites, my playlists. But it will work out, I'm sure of it. But hopefully you will welcome these new changes and appreciate what I have going forward. So, I guess that's about it. Later, guys. I am out of here.